everybody, welcome back. This is Frilioth and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm just going to run through and show you how to build this 100% completely lossless sugarcane farm that we built on the Just Vanilla server not that long ago. Okay, so this is a completely modular system, which basically means you can build it as long as you want and you can build it as wide as you want, but you can only build it one high. You can only build it on one level. If you build it on you just can't build it on two levels, it won't work. So we're just going to build one module, and to build one module you need an area in the ground that is 6 wide and 6 deep and as long as you want it. As I say, you can make it as long as you want it. We're going to make it so that you can grow 20 pieces of sugarcane in here, 10 on either side, and for every one of these modules it needs to be 6 wide. So for this build you're going to need 20 observer blocks, 20 pistons, 20 pieces of glowstone, about 30 pieces of dust, 30 or so powered rails, 10 standard rails, 3 redstone torches, blocks of choice. We're going to be using wood today, but you can use any block that you want, bearing in mind it will be visible at the top, so you are going to need blocks that look nice when you get to the top. You will be able to see it through the glass, or depending on whether you put glass down or not. You're going to need 72 blocks of glass if you want to build it the way I'm going to build it. You need an infinite water source, so you'll need at least 2 buckets of water, and to make the unloading system you're going to need a hopper, a chest, a hopper minecart, and then you're going to need obviously the sugarcane to plant to start with. So when you've dug your hole, you need to find the middle. It doesn't have to be the exact middle, this is just to put some power down for your redstone torches. You need to dig a couple of holes, take out your torches, put a couple of torches in there. You can use redstone blocks if you want to, just torches are cheaper. You then need to go to the end opposite where you want your minecart to come in from. Our loading and unloading station is going to be down that end, so we want the minecart coming in that end. So this is the end that is opposite the minecart coming in, and put down 2 rails like that, 2 standard rails. Then you need to put a line of powered rails from one end to the other. There should be 10 rails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this is where the minecart comes in, and this is where the minecart either goes out or goes on to the next module, which is going to run down there if that's what you wanted. Now we need to put in some blocks. So you want to put a line of blocks running all the way down next to your powered rails. Now at the back of that you can either put another line of blocks, or you can fill that in with a few torches and leave it empty, but you probably do want to be putting some kind of light in there. We're just going to fill it in. On top of this is where your water's going to go. Your water's going to go here. So along the back here we need another line of blocks to stop the water from falling out. Right, once you've done that, then you need to put down your sand. You need to put your sand directly on top of your powered rails. Just a block on the end there. Put a block on the end there so it looks like that. Then you need to fill that with water, being really careful that you don't break anything, which is why you need an infinite water source. Now you need a bit of lighting down there. You don't need the lighting down there, but it's probably best to, because if you don't you could get mobs down there and it's just going to look nicer. I like using glowstone in this texture pack, but you can use sea lanterns as well if you like. So you need to put a line of glowstone directly over the top of your water. Now on top of your glowstone, facing the sand, you need to put a line of pistons, regular pistons. And then you swing round the back, and on top of these pistons you want to be putting an observer block facing that way, facing away from the sun. You see the arrow? you want it facing away from the sand. That's the side that detects changes, that's the side that gives out the signal. So you want it facing away from the sand, opposite to the direction of your pistons. After you've done that, you need to stick a line of blocks behind the back of your glowstone. You can fill in around the sides as well if you like while you're doing it. And then on top of this line of blocks, starting where the observers and the pistons are, you need to put down a line of dust. Now on top of the line of dust you need some more blocks. Now these blocks are going to be visible from the top, so you do need them to be the blocks that people can see, or that you can see. And you want to put a line of blocks down there and then fill in around the side. Now that's that side done. Anytime now something covers one of these observer blocks, it's going to fire that piston. So that's one side done. Now you can stick some sugarcane down if you want to. Cover the sides. And that's the first side of the first module done. Now you just mirror that, you do exactly the same on the other side. So you go down to the bottom, put your line of blocks, over the back, unless you want to fill it in with torches like I said. Then you need to put block and then blocks down the back. This is to stop your water from falling out. And then on top of your rails you need to put your sand again. And fill your water in. Now if you wanted to, you can put in your sugarcane now. Bit of sugarcane. Now you want some lighting on top of your water. On top of the water, facing the sugarcane, you want your pistons. And then swing around the back again, and on the back facing away from your sugarcane you want your observer blocks. Okay, once you've put your observers in, you need to put a line of blocks of choice. That can all be filled in now, that doesn't need to be, you can do it now, do it later, but you need to put a line of blocks behind the back of your glowstone, and then on top of the on top of those blocks, starting from where your observer blocks and your pistons start, you need a line of dust. Now on top of the dust, behind the back of the observers, you'll need your blocks of choice that are, as I said, going to be visible from the top, so do make them nice ones. Fill in around the side, and that is it. So now every time your sugarcane grows to cover the observer block, it's going to get broken and fall onto the floor, and it's going to be picked up by your hopper minecart. Now you can cover the top with glass or whatever you want. I mean, if you wanted to put some more wood down and then just have glass in the middle, it's entirely up to you. It's your build, do what you like. So that's the automatic sugarcane farm built. Now you just need to sort out your unloading system. So you need to figure out where you want it. You can put it where you like. Obviously it's up to you. Be careful when you're doing this that you don't knock out where the water is, because if the water comes in here, you have had it. Okay, so we'll just stick a We'll stick a few powered rails up here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to build an unloading system. They are widely available on YouTube if you want to look one up. Stick a torch here just to make the return. Okay, we'll stick a chest down. Stick a hopper going into it. We want a powered rail on top of that, and then we want a standard rail just there joining it together. Block behind it. You're going to need a comparator, which I'm afraid I didn't mention to start with. You're going to need a comparator coming off the back, out of the side of the hopper, going into a block, having a torch on the block with another block on top of the torch. You'll need a block next to the rail, and then a little piece of dust blob straight on top of that block there. Now that'll power that hopper, power that rail, unless there's something in your hopper. So if we stick a hopper minecart on there now and send it off on its merry way, it'll go around picking up everything that's on the floor. You might see stuff disappear, come back up, and it unloads into your chest. And once it's unloaded, it's off and running again. Now, like I said, you can have this as wide as you want in modules of 2. You need six blocks to make a module. So another 6, you can have another module, then another 6, and another 6. It can go on as big as you want it, and there's no limit to how long you can have it either. You're not limited by how the signal on a piece of redstone dust or anything, because each one is powered individually, and that's the beauty of this system. Each one of these pistons and each piece of sugarcane is harvested individually. It's not harvested all in one go by a daylight sensor or by a tripwire or anything like that. So each one is harvested individually, and with the sugarcane falling onto the floor and then being picked up by a hopper minecart, it's completely lossless. There's no sugarcane falling onto areas that can't be collected or anything like that. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my 100% completely lossless automatic sugarcane farm. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, everybody. If you have, please don't forget to leave it a like, and if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.